Hello, my name is Daniel Collegia. I'm a web and marketing specialist. I wanted to present you with a bit of a case study of a client we started helping about 6 months ago. This is the client we see on screen here, which is Plumbfast plumbing service. They're a local Melbourne-based plumbing service provider that specialise in residential plumbing, roofing, and also commercial plumbing as well. And they've been an absolute pleasure to deal with. We've done some consulting work and some search engine optimization for them. And I just want to show you some of the results we've achieved for them. Now here we are at a Google search screen, and if I type in the word plumber Melbourne keyword, and if we just scroll down the page here, you'll notice that our client is coming up right towards the top here in this B spot for our merge listing with Google Places and organic. Now if I was to type in the plural of that word, which is Plumbers Melbourne, okay, you'll notice our client is coming up there towards the B spot, as in the B spot there towards the top of the page. Now the other search term, of course, because we never quite know what people are going to use to find us in Google, is plumbers in Melbourne. And if we scroll down the page here, you'll notice that we're coming up towards the top of the page in the B spot. Now if we were to swap that around and make the term Melbourne plumbers, okay, and we scroll through the page here, you notice our client's coming up towards the top here in this B spot as well for Melbourne plumbers. If I was to type in roof plumbers Melbourne, and if I was to scroll through the page here, you'll notice our client is coming up here in the position 3 in the organic rankings, just below these Google Places here. This is our website right here. Now if I was to swap that over and use the search term roof repairs Melbourne, you'll notice our client's coming up in the B spot right towards the top of the page as well for that. So if I was to just swap that over to emergency plumber, and of course these are live results I'm showing you right here. There's our client there coming up in the A spot. Google can tell where you're geographically located, so you don't necessarily need to enter in the location of where you're wanting the search results in order for them to come up in Google. So for example, if I was to just type in here plumbing and just scroll down the page here, you'll notice our client is coming up in the A spot of Google Places for plumbing. So the other term, of course, if people are just going to type in terms like that, plumbing or plumber, our client's coming up right at the top of Google here for plumber as well, Plumbfast. Now if we were to just swap that over to plumbers, you'll notice our client is coming up in the B spot for plumbers. Now if we were to try like roofing or roof repairs, try roof repairs to begin with. Okay, here's our client coming up in the B spot of Google Places towards the top of the page. Now if we were to just swap that over and call that roofing, so just roofing, there's our client coming up right in the top spot for Google Places there towards the top of the page as well for roofing. The other thing to know as well is if somebody was to just type in emergency plumber, which people will do without entering the location, our client is coming up in the A spot. And if I was to change that over to say plumbing instead, there's our client coming up right towards the top of the page. And the other service our client provides, of course, is commercial plumbing. So if I was to type in here commercial plumber, you'll notice our client's coming up right towards the top of the page here. So as you can see, there's quite a few different search terms, and it's important to get found for a variety of different search terms because you just don't know what people are going to use to try and find your services. So if you'd like some help with your online marketing, give us a call. The number is 1-800-762-112.